one assassination, and the world exploded. World War I, the Great War, a war so big, people did not even imagine there could be a second one later. But how did it start? Why did almost every major country jump into it? And how did this one war change the entire world map forever? In the next few minutes, we're going to break down World War I in the simplest, fastest, most understandable way. Let's begin. Chapter 1. Europe before the war. To understand World War I, you need to understand European politics in the early 1900s. Europe was basically a pressure cooker. Everything was heated. Everything was ready to explode. 1. Militarism. Every nation wanted the biggest army. Germany was building huge battleships. Britain was building even bigger ones. France and Russia were increasing their armies. Everyone believed, if you want peace, prepare for war. 2. Alliances. Two big teams were formed. Triple Entente. Britain, France, Russia. Triple Alliance. Germany, Austria-Hungary, Italy. These alliances created a major problem. If one country fights, everyone must fight. 3. Imperialism. European countries wanted colonies all over Africa and Asia. More colonies equals more power. This created massive competition, especially among Britain, France, and Germany. 4. Nationalism. Every country wanted to prove they were the best, and especially in the Balkans, Serbia, Bosnia, Croatia. Nationalism was intense. All four of these things together made Europe a very unstable place. One spark was enough, and that spark came in 1914. Chapter 2. The Assassination. The 28th of June 1914, Sarajevo, Bosnia. Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the future ruler of Austria-Hungary, was visiting the city. A Serbian nationalist group called Black Hand wanted Bosnia to join Serbia, not Austria-Hungary, so they planned an attack. Multiple assassins were placed across the route. The first one failed, the second missed, but later, by pure chance, the Archduke's car took a wrong turn, and the assassin Gavrilo Princip was standing right there. 2 bullets. One killed Franz Ferdinand, one killed his wife. The world did not know it yet, but this moment would trigger World War I. Chapter 3. The Domino Effect. This assassination caused a chain reaction like never before. Step 1. Austria-Hungary blames Serbia. Austria-Hungary sends an ultimatum to Serbia. Serbia agrees to most demands, but refuses one. Austria-Hungary declares war on Serbia. Step 2. Russia enters. Russia supports Serbia, so Russia starts mobilizing its army. Step 3. Germany enters. Germany, allied with Austria-Hungary, warns Russia to stop mobilizing. Russia refuses. Germany declares war on Russia. Step 4. France enters. France is Russia's ally, so Germany declares war on France too. Step 5. Britain enters. Germany invades Belgium to attack France, but Belgium was protected by Britain, so Britain declares war on Germany. Within 1 week, almost all of Europe is fighting. A small local conflict became a global war. Chapter 4. The Schlieffen Plan. Germany knew one thing. If they fought Russia and France at the same time, they would lose. So they created a strategy called the Schlieffen Plan. The plan was simple. 1. Defeat France quickly. 2. Then move east and fight Russia slowly. Why? Because Russia took weeks to mobilize their army. Germany thought, let's finish France before Russia even wakes up. So Germany invaded Belgium to reach France faster, but Belgium resisted, slowing them down. And because Germany attacked Belgium, Britain joined the war. Germany's plan was now in danger. Chapter 5. Battle of the Marne. September 1914. Germany reached just 40 kilometers from Paris. France was almost finished. But then, something unexpected happened. French taxis, yes, real taxis, were used to quickly transport soldiers to the front lines. This allowed France to launch a massive counterattack at the Battle of the Marne. Germany was pushed back. Their plan to win quickly failed. World War I was officially going to be a long, bloody war. Chapter 6. The Western Front stalemate. After the Battle of the Marne, both sides dug in. Literally. Trench warfare. The Western front became a 700 kilometers line of trenches from the North Sea to Switzerland. Soldiers lived in mud, rats, disease, constant shelling, sometimes knee-deep water. They fought for meters, not miles. Why? Because machine guns and artillery made attacking almost impossible. Any soldier running in open ground would be killed instantly. This led 2 years of stalemate, neither side winning, neither side losing. No man's land. The area between trenches was called no man's land. It was full of barbed wire, dead bodies, craters, landmines. Crossing it was almost suicide. This is why World War I is remembered as one of the most painful, slow, and hopeless wars ever. Chapter 7. The Eastern Front. While the Western Front was stuck in trenches, the Eastern Front was very different. There was more movement, more open land, and much bigger battles. Russia versus Germany plus Austria-Hungary. Russia had a huge army, but very poor equipment. Many soldiers didn't even have guns. They shared weapons. Germany crushed Russia again and again. Battle of Tannenberg 1914. One of Germany's biggest wins. A whole Russian army was destroyed. Why Russia struggled? Weak industry, poor leadership, long supply lines, low morale. By 1916 to 1917, Russia was collapsing from inside. This would later lead to revolution. While Russia was falling, Germany hoped to finally shift all forces to the west. But something big was about to happen. Chapter 8. New weapons of war. World War I changed warfare forever. 1. Machine guns could fire 400 to 600 bullets per minute, made attacking almost impossible. 2. Poison gas, first used by Germany. Chlorine gas destroyed lungs. Mustard gas burned skin and eyes. Gas masks became essential. 3. Tanks. Britain introduced the first tanks in 1916. Slow, heavy, unreliable, but they crushed barbed wire and crossed trenches. 4. Airplanes, used first for spying, later upgraded with machine guns. Dogfights became common. 5. Submarines. U-boats. Germany used submarines to attack Allied ships, including civilian ones. This would play a huge role later. Warfare was no longer about bravery. It was about technology. Chapter 9. New countries join the war. Italy switches sides. Italy was originally in the Triple Alliance with Germany and Austria-Hungary, but Italy did not want to support Austria. So in 1915, Italy switched sides and joined Britain and France. Why? They were promised land if the Allies won. This opened a brand new front on the Italian border, especially in the mountains. Ottoman Empire enters the war. In late 1914, the Ottoman Empire, modern-day Turkey, joined Germany. Now Germany had a huge partner controlling Middle East, parts of Eastern Europe, the key water routes around Turkey. This was a major problem for the Allies. Bulgaria joins Germany. In 1915, Bulgaria also joined the Central Powers, helping to defeat Serbia. The war was now truly global, from Europe to the Middle East to Africa. Chapter 10. The Gallipoli Campaign. The Allies, especially Britain, wanted to supply Russia by sea, but the Ottoman Empire blocked their route in the Dardanelles Strait. So Britain launched a massive invasion at Gallipoli in 1915. Thousands of soldiers from Australia, New Zealand, Britain, France landed on the beaches, but the Ottomans, led by Mustafa Kemal Ataturk, defended the region brilliantly. Gallipoli became a bloody disaster. After 8 months, the Allies retreated. The campaign failed, cost hundreds of thousands of lives, made Ataturk a national hero. Gallipoli is still remembered as one of the worst mistakes of the war. Chapter 11. Verdun. They shall not pass. 1916. Germany launched a major attack on a French fortress city called Verdun. Germany's plan, not to capture it, but to make France fight until they were broken. Their goal was simple: bleed France to death. The battle lasted 10 months, the longest of the war. France defended with one slogan: they shall not pass. Verdun became a symbol of French determination. 300,000 plus dead, millions of shells fired, land completely destroyed. It achieved nothing except more suffering. Chapter 12. The Battle of the Somme. While France was dying at Verdun, Britain needed to help, so they launched a huge attack on the Somme River in July 1916. On day 1, Britain lost 57,000 soldiers, the worst day in British Army history. Why such heavy losses? Because they walked in straight lines towards machine guns. Some battle lasted 4 months. Britain used tanks for the first time, but they were slow and often broke down. In the end, 1.2 million casualties, almost no land gained. It showed how World War I had become a war of pointless slaughter. Chapter 13. The tipping point. USA enters. In 1917, something huge happened. 1. Germany resumed submarine attacks. German U-boats started sinking any ship going to Britain, even passenger ships. One of them was the Lusitania, where over 1,000 civilians died. America was angry. 2. The Zimmermann telegram. Germany secretly offered Mexico help as they attacked the United States. This message was intercepted. America was even more angry. 3. USA declares war. On the 6th of April 1917, the United States entered the war on the side of the Allies. America brought fresh soldiers, unlimited supplies, huge money, high morale. This completely changed the balance of power. Germany now had zero chance of winning. Chapter 1. Russia collapses from within. While the Western Front was stuck, Russia was falling apart. By 1916-17, there was no food, no weapons, endless defeats. Soldiers were deserting. People were tired of that Tsar. In 1917, Russia faced 2 revolutions. 1. February Revolution. The Tsar king was forced to give up the throne. A temporary government was formed, but this government still continued the war, and Russians hated that. 2. October Revolution. Led by Vladimir Lenin and the Bolsheviks. They promised peace, land, bread. Lenin took over the government and immediately signed a peace treaty with Germany. Treaty of Brest-Litovsk 1918. This gave Germany a massive advantage. Germany could move its soldiers from the Eastern Front to the Western Front and try one last time to win the war. This leads to the next crucial chapter. Chapter 15. Germany's last gamble. Spring Offensive. 1918. Germany knew the Americans were coming. If the US arrived fully, Germany would lose, so they decided to attack before the US army could grow. This was called the Spring Offensive. What was the plan? Break through the Western Front, reach Paris, force France and Britain to surrender. And surprisingly, at first, it worked. Germany made huge gains, the biggest movement since 1914. But there were problems. German soldiers were exhausted, no food left, no fresh troops coming, too much land captured, too fast. Allies regrouped quickly. By mid-1918, Germany's attack slowed down. They had risked everything and failed. Chapter 16. The last 100 days. Now it was the Allies' turn. With fresh American soldiers and stronger supplies, they launched counterattacks. This period is known as the last 100 days. The Allies pushed Germany back step by step. Key moments: battles in Belgium and northern France, German morale collapsing, German navy mutinies, railways breaking, food shortages everywhere. Germany realized they could no longer fight. Russia officially left World War I. This gave Germany a massive advantage. Germany could move its soldiers from the Eastern Front to the Western Front and try one last time to win the war. This leads to the next crucial chapter. Chapter 15. Germany's last gamble. Spring Offensive. 1918. Germany knew the Americans were coming. If the US arrived fully, Germany would lose, so they decided to attack before the US army could grow. This was called the Spring Offensive. What was the plan? Break through the Western Front, reach Paris, force France and Britain to surrender. And surprisingly, at first, it worked. Germany made huge gains, the biggest movement since 1914. But there were problems. German soldiers were exhausted, no food left, no fresh troops coming, too much land captured, too fast. Allies regrouped quickly. By mid-1918, Germany's attack slowed down. They had risked everything and failed. Chapter 16. The last 100 days. Now it was the Allies' turn. With fresh American soldiers and stronger supplies, they launched counterattacks. This period is known as the last 100 days. The Allies pushed Germany back step by step. Key moments: battles in Belgium and northern France, German morale collapsing, German Navy mutinies, railways breaking, food shortages everywhere. Germany realized they could no longer fight. The war was over for them. Chapter 17. Germany surrenders. Germany's allies fell first. Bulgaria surrendered. Ottoman Empire surrendered. Austria-Hungary collapsed into multiple countries. Germany stood alone. By November 1918, German cities starving, soldiers refusing to fight. Kaiser Wilhelm, German Emperor, fled the country. On the 11th of November 1918, Germany signed an armistice. World War I, the deadliest conflict the world had ever seen, finally ended. But the story didn't finish there. Chapter 1-8, the Treaty of Versailles. In 1919, the victorious countries met in Paris to decide Germany's fate. The result was the Treaty of Versailles. Germany was forced to accept full blame for the war guilt clause, pay huge reparations, give up colonies, reduce its army, lose land. The treaty humiliated Germany. Many Germans felt betrayed. They believed they were stabbed in the back. This anger, this humiliation, would later give rise to Adolf Hitler. World War I didn't solve anything. It created the conditions for World War II. World War I didn't just end battles. It ended entire generations. Between 1914 to 1918, the world witnessed destruction at a scale no one had imagined. Let's break the aftermath into 5 simple parts. Casualties gives economic collapse, gives political shock, gives new countries, gives seeds of World War II. 1. Casualties. The numbers that shocked the world. World War I killed more people than any war in history up to that point. Total military deaths, approximately 10 million. Civilian deaths, approximately 7 million. Total wounded, 21 million. Missing soldiers, 7 million. Every 2 minutes, a soldier died somewhere. Entire generations disappeared. There are villages in France where no young men returned, ever. Countries like Germany, France, Russia, and Britain lost up to 90% of their young male population on some fronts. And this was the war that introduced mass PTSD. But back then, they called it shell shock. The world had changed forever. To economic aftermath. Countries went broke. After the war, Germany was bankrupt. Britain had war debts. France had destroyed farmlands. Russia collapsed into revolution. World War I cost the world about $250 billion in 1918 money. Today, that's over $5 trillion. Entire economies collapsed. Food shortages, unemployment, and inflation became normal life. This desperation pushed people to extreme leaders, including dictators. 3. Political aftermath. Empires disappeared overnight. Before WW1, Europe had 4 huge empires. 1. German Empire. 2. Russian Empire. 3. Ottoman Empire. 4. Austro-Hungarian Empire. After the war, all 4 collapsed. Kings were removed. Dynasties ended. Politics completely reset. This was also the war that created the League of Nations. The first attempt at the UN. It failed, but it was the world's first step towards international cooperation. For new countries emerge. Because the empires were gone, the map of Europe was redrawn. New countries formed. Poland, Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Iraq under British rule, Syria and Lebanon under French rule. Millions of people woke up in countries that didn't even exist before. 5. Treaty of Versailles. The biggest mistake. To punish Germany, the Allied powers forced the Treaty of Versailles. Germany had to accept full blame for the war, pay massive reparations, reduce its army, give up territories, lose pride, respect, and power. This made Germans angry, poor, and humiliated. And this anger later became the perfect opportunity for one person to rise: Adolf Hitler. The story of World War I doesn't end in 1918. It continues straight into World War II.